like Paul. I know I gotta keep my naughty goals on. Got the ass to the floor. What's up, queens and the kings who love us? And this is your girl Candy, and we are on Queen Game TV. What's up, y'all? What's going on? How y'all doing? Look, I just want to say to the new people, thank you for coming, and please subscribe, y'all. Love y'all guys. I thank you so much for tuning in, so much for what we were talking about on my last video, talking about what is going on with the high rate of STDs, HIV, AIDS, epidemic, if you want to say. There still is a lot going on, and it has not went away. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, and thank you, guys. Again, guys, this is a lifestyle channel. We do vlogs, we mukbang, we talk about different topics, guys. We have good conversations. We just are all around classic show, a little something for everyone. And guys, we're here to bring awareness, bring inspiration, empower, and to uplift each other as well. And y'all, I will get up in that ass. Oh shoot. I will sometimes. Out of space, splack it. I get it too now. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and just, you know, act like, you know, this is Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood. You know, we don't do the fake here, okay? So anyway, enough of the chit-chat. Let's get into why we are here. Now, y'all, I'm here today because I had an interesting comment in my comment section after the last video, and I might put it up here so you can catch it. And again, it was talking about Atlanta being number 3, one of the highest of all the metro cities with all the STDs amongst the Southeast region, in the Southeast region, period. And I made a statement saying that people don't even want to buy condoms. They're too lazy to buy condoms. Something of the sort. You can go back and watch the video, like I said again. And somebody made a good, interesting comment saying, well, the condoms are free, sis. So that is certainly not the case, unfortunately. And that do make sense. And I didn't even disagree with the viewer, because that is so true. But I also made that statement, whereas if you're in the situation or in the event where there's no free condoms handy, but you're in a space where there is condoms that is being sold, and you have a couple of dollars, you're still not making it make sense, because that's not what you know what I'm saying? So for what that viewer is saying is certainly true. And I'm elaborating on this is because it is free condoms. And we aren't practicing safe sex. We're choosing subconsciously not to practice safe sex, though, because we are living in ignorance. We are wanting what we want, and we're taking a chance on our lives, and we aren't really worried about a person really being clean. And that brings for the subject of why aren't we asking questions? Why aren't we doing more to protect ourselves? Why are we trusting people with our livelihood? Because like I said in the last video, no one is going to tell you anything. They're not going to tell you the truth. And I heard ridiculous things over the years. Like, you've heard people say, well, as long as he got his paperwork and he's showing me his paperwork, or she's showing me her paperwork, it's all good. But you're just going off of what somebody presents to you. You know, people, they are very lavish and very intelligent and schemeful when it comes to making up documents. You can go online and make up all kind of documents that make it seem and look true. And if your eye's not trained, if you're not well versed in that area in which you can't spot errors, you're going to be fooled. And I'm going to keep saying this. The best policy is you and your partner should go to the clinic and get tested. But guys, we are facing a tremendous problem in our communities. We aren't talking to our children about these things. We're sending our children out to the world not really knowing what to expect with all these STDs. And I don't have school age children, but I do have nieces and nephews, but they're all are at the age where they're offering sex education. And the question is, are they offering sex education in the schools? Because when I was in school, they was showing us and teaching us all of that stuff. But thank God I had a mother that gave me sex education at the house. My mama had books showing me what herpes look like, what warts look like, and all type of syphilises and gonorrhea things, what to expect and what things look like. And I'm wondering, in these schools, are they even teaching that curriculum? Because I know at one time on the news that they were trying to push some of the things out of the school because some of the parents weren't really happy about the sex education. So I'm wondering, parents, are you teaching your children what to expect when you send them out into the world? Because a lot of children isn't getting that type of education. And again, I am blessed, and I thank my mother for giving me that home sex education. And I am blessed to be able to have went into a school system at the time, and this was Pittsburgh Public Schools. I had sexual education. And child, when I seen them pictures of them herpes and them blisters and warts, I was like, oh, and it hurt when you pee. Oh, I was scared of that. And then, you know, I was hearing some of my schoolmates and stuff like that once we were approaching, you know, late middle school and high school. You know, folks was getting little STDs, and, you know, boys was burning and stuff. And I was like, oh, and back then we say burnt. Oh, they was burning. Yeah. So I was like, I want no parts of that. And even as early as graduating high school, I went to school with a person. I'm not gonna say what sex they was though, but I went to school with a person and they got HIV at a young age. You know, this person presented themselves as if they were straight, but they was really gay. So, I mean, if you want to guess what it was, whatever, that's on you. But I'm just like, we was in high school when this person allegedly had contracted this HIV thing. And guys, when I say I ran into this person, I want to say 5 years later, this person was walking on a cane. Their body was towed down. And that person never told me that they had the virus, but it got around that this person had the virus. And you could tell at this point, as the virus had progressed to this person, that they had it. And I ran into this person at the train station in Atlanta, and yeah, you could tell he was, you know, I already said it. The story went so good, so you could tell that he was infected really bad, and it progressed. And before we was even 30 years old, he passed away. So this HIV/AIDS thing is real if you aren't educated, if you're not asking questions, paying attention, and standing your ground, guys. Standing on your ground to get the right questions and information you need about you and your partner. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's a lot of sex going on here in Atlanta. There's people coming from all parts of the United States to come here to Atlanta to party. But you have swingers clubs, you have sex clubs. I mean, it's so many. They got the bathhouses, the bookstores. They doing it in parts. It's a lot of men that's on the DL, and I didn't mention that in my last video. There's a lot of men that seem masculine, and they're attracted to women, and they're attracted to the epitome of a woman, which is transsexuals. And they are, but they're masculine, and they will still sleep with a woman, won't tell a woman what they're doing for real, what they're really interested in sexually. They're coming off to a woman as though they're straight, but living also a LGBTQ lifestyle as well. Yes, if you're interested in men and women, you're bisexual though, but gay sex is gay sex. That's just my opinion. That is just my opinion. Gay sex is just gay sex. Whenever a person has the same tool as you, it's same sex, period. I don't care how you dress it. That's just what it is. And a lot of these guys aren't using protection every which way they going. They slanging the vitamin D everywhere. Like, no limit. You got that murder girl. It's no limit, baby. You got that ghetto Z. Yeah, he got that ghetto Z. Yeah, no limit, babe. Usher gonna slap me trying to sing his song. But you know, he's slinging that ghetto D everywhere, baby, like food stamps. You know, like it's nothing. On a DL, ain't telling nobody, don't want nobody to know. Embarrassing as far as how the family may feel, you know, friends. And he hates himself for being the way he is, and he's not proud of who he is because there's people around him that doesn't appreciate who he is and doesn't understand about who he is. So it causes this man to go out and do the things he's doing, feeding the flesh, feeding the sexual appetite, and it's hurting people in the process because people are refusing to strap up, use condoms, because they want the whole experience. They want the whole natural feeling. But you're doing all these things with different people and no one's getting tested. And this is one of the biggest of the problems. The DL, man. That's a dangerous situation when you are withdrawing information but slanging D like it's nothing. To feed a sexual addiction that keeps getting bigger and bigger by the day. And this is where all these STDs are spreading, and he's to the point where he doesn't care. All he cares about is the sexual experience. Living behind a woman, but living for the man. You feel me? And this is the most dangerous things. Being a woman, a single woman living in Atlanta. That's why all of us got to get into our minds to where we have to practice some type of abstinence so we can figure out what we want out of life. And not get caught up in the web of foolishness, because the DL man will get you caught up, ladies. You think you got a husband. You think you got something good going on. He's being peanut butter on fresh sliced bread. He is perfect. But at the same time, you guys don't know exactly what this man has going on as far as his sexual appetite. And that's something that us women really have to dig a little deeper and find out. We allow the masculinity that he puts on the show as far as being a masculine man fool us. Not in all of them, but some of them. Some of them is true masculine dudes and just like men. And it's hard to conceive when he's being deceptive. You know what I'm saying? So it's just dangerous. It's very, very dangerous thinking you're in a good relationship and meanwhile he's living a double life. And then, like I said, it ain't just women. It is mostly women, but you know, men deal with that too, you know, with women. Men catch HIV/AIDS from women too. You know, no one is safe when we're living in a place, especially in all these metropolitan cities, where no one wants to be truthful anymore about the sexual identity, the sexuality, and what they want out of it, and what they stand for, and to protect themselves and other people. We don't care about spreading diseases. We don't. And that is the truth of the matter. We don't care who we spread diseases to. It's just like the old saying, misery loves company. And then when people do find out, they get mad at the world and just start spreading it to everybody. And that's deadly. That's deadly. There should be some type of list where when they find out, as far as the CDC finds out, these people should be put on a list and should be on a lookout. You know. And guys, this was part 2 of this week's series of HIV/AIDS and the ATL. And I was pretty much all over the place though, but the DL man was the main character of this story. And ladies, do your homework. Do your homework. Do your homework. Dig. Do background checks, $20, free, whatever. Get all the information you can about this man. Take your time. Get to know this man, date this man, and don't be so quick to go along to get along because he's mentioning sex. Don't get caught up. Ask your questions. Get tested. And then if he got a problem getting tested, if he wants to manipulate you into not getting tested for whatever reasons he got in the background, forget him. Find him and forget him. And leave the other F out of the picture so you won't get F. You feel me? So it's out, it's over, it's in, it's done. Queen is in the building, y'all. I thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Follow me, guys, on TikTok or Queen Game TV, and also on Instagram at Queen Game Official. And I'm out of here, y'all. Juicy!